Greetings and welcome to Flavourful Eats. Today I have Pervin Chowdhury.
I'm originally from Bangladesh, so we made this dish we call bhuna kichuri, which is with rice and lentil with other spice.
And then we're making eggplant fries.
Eggplant fries, and then I'm cooking also potato and green beans fries together. It's really delicious food.
And a yummy soji to round up the already delicious meal that we're going to be making. So Pervin is a professional and very, very, very passionate about cooking, and just as passionate about doing a lot of volunteer work and community service. So thank you for joining us and welcome to Action TV. So you're going to tell us the ingredients you're using for your very first dish that we're making, a rice dish?
Sure. So I am using here basmati rice, and I have like 2 cups of basmati rice in this. And then I have dal, which is lentil orange one. And then I have allspice. This is cumin, turmeric, chili powder, and this is called garam masala. So, and then I have some cinnamon, then I have cardamom. Then this is optional. If you want to use it, you can use it. If it's not,
if you want the umami flavor of your food,
if you want, yes,
you'll use that.
It's called tasting salt. You can get it any grocery store and Chinese supermarket. And this is salt, and then I have some chili pepper and onion, and this is like I'm using like a little secret recipe, which is biryani masala. You can get it from any grocery store, and I'm going to use that for my kichuri.
So she's actually using the Shan brand.
Yes, it's Shan brand.
So in case somebody wants to do exactly replicate. So the ingredient she spoke about with the umami flavor is very much used in almost all Chinese cooking.
Right.
And therefore you'll find it in the Chinese supermarket. So with that, you're going to get started. You're going to be putting some oil first? Or?
Yes.
Yes. So this is your oil.
Is it on?
Yes, we put it on right now. Put a power there.
So I already gave all them.
Yes, we have recipes, and any comments or anything you need, always write to flavourfuleats@gmail.com. The recipe will be put up on the website too.
So this is like a half cup of oil. You can use the vegetable oil or
any
canola oil. Yeah.
Any oil that heats up high.
Yeah, I'm using
avocado
the canola
oil, coconut oil. And coconut oil may give you a taste again, depending what's your taste preference. We can put it right here.
And then while it's heating up, I'm using like a half of an onion, which is like a 1 full onion. That side I have it, and I'm using half of it.
So it's using. This
yeah,
is the size
you
of
can
onion.
use the red onion or yellow onion, but I prefer red one. It's more tastier.
This is not Pervin's very first cooking on TV.
I have
done it before.
I did it a couple more shows. So, and you just want to put it a little low on the heat. Okay, good. So, and then meantime, I'm gonna put the cinnamon. Just 1 stick is good. And then elachi, like I said 4, you can use 4 or 5. So I'm using.
So you don't give it a crush first?
No, it's just gonna crush it over there because the heat is high. Then I am gonna use cumin. Like, can I lower that a little bit? Okay. So I'm gonna put.
Now it's low.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon chili powder.
So this is plain regular red chili powder, correct?
And then little bit of dhania.
No,
garam masala. And this is the one I'm going to use a little lot. The Shan biryani masala. This is going to give you more flavor. So I'm using there, so it's like I'm using like almost like 3 teaspoons.
Okay.
So
that's 1.5. That's 2.
Then 1.
2.5.
Then 1 more. Yeah. This also.
So you'll see that the biryani mix has got almost all the other
All-
ones.
yeah.
I can see the black ilachi there. I can see some star anise. So you can make your own too if you like.
And then I will put the salt. So I will use like salt is like the way you want it. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
salt to
yeah,
taste.
Taste. Just I will use like 1 spoon, and like I said, I'm gonna use this half teaspoon of
Your umami tasting.
yeah, this one. And then another secret thing, I put it on my kichuri, little bit of sugar if I can grab it from there.
Uh-huh.
So 1 teaspoon of sugar, which is give you a little bit of flavor. So
So you got the sweet, the sour, the
everything there.
and the umami,
Then I'm gonna put, this is like 2 cups of rice.
which you already pre-washed.
Yeah, it's already washed. Everything is done on there. So I'll put it in. And then I'll put the dough.
So do you want to use water to wash that a little bit out?
I already washed it.
No,
so
no. What's there left on your
Oh,
plate?
it's okay.
Yes, you can see it's already washed. So if anybody wants to cook something really quickly,
This is
the
easy,
split.
very easy.
In the Indian stall, it's called mesur dal. It's a split lentil,
And
and
then you just have to fry it till it's like,
coated.
yeah.
All the spices are well coated.
Yeah. So it's like going well, looking good. So
It's definitely looking good. And if anybody was here, you could really smell it very nicely.
smell good. Yeah.
Yes. And all the different colors there.
You
also.
just fry it for at least like 5 minutes, so it's got like
Is the temperature okay for you?
yeah,
Okay.
it's good. I can do a little bit high.
Oh.
Okay, good. So that way it's dry quick. Because when you wash it, it has like little
Yes,
bit of
yes,
water,
yes.
and then
So what you were cooking today is traditional
Bangladeshi food.
Bangladesh food?
This is yep.
But is it not your family, as per your family? Is it evolved, or is it exactly like everybody in Bangladesh may cook?
Everybody in Bangladesh cook. This is actually from, if you are going to the village, the people in village, they use this, but they use like little less
Spices, I would
because
think
these
so.
yeah, these days we have so many spices we can adventure, but back then I don't think so we had that many spices.
So
now
this evolved
and
to your recipes
also
from
it's like
here.
now it's easy to get it. Before I don't
Yes.
think so. When my grandma and they not have all this, maybe they
Yes.
have to make it their
But
own
they probably
spice.
had the cardamom and the cinnamon
Yeah.
stick and
Oh yeah.
those those are the little, and the turmeric is always there, cumin seeds is always there. The addition you might have added that was not there is probably the MSG and the shahi masala, because our mothers made our own.
Own
they never
there,
went and
yeah.
bought ready,
I remember my grandma used to like, I'm going to put the water now. My grandma used to dry the chili paper like outside.
chilies, yes.
Yeah.
Dry red
So
chilies and
I
dried
might
out.
put a little bit of water.
More water?
Yeah, I'm going to get.
Yeah.
So this is like almost 1 cup. So I'm going to put a little more. It's always...
This is 2 cups of water.
Yeah. So like you have to, the easy way, I always measure with my, I will tell you with my spoon how to, I think
It's another 1 cup.
1 cup. Yeah, this is good. So you can, when you cook, you flatten the rice, then you put the stick, so, and then if you are like up to here, then it's like the rice comes. Now I'm gonna leave this one. This is ready. So I'm
So
gonna
what
put
you're
on
saying is now you would you mix this rice, right? And then from the top you put the thing, or you dip it down.
No, not just from the top. And you're like, 1 inch
Right,
like that.
I know with
yeah.
a finger. It's, yes, it's a little bit.
So
Yes.
now I'm gonna lower a little bit because
Yes.
otherwise it's gonna burn. You can
Right.
put it on medium heat.
Yes, it's on medium right now.
And we can cover it. Like then it's gonna be done soon.
Right.
And then I'm gonna go with my next project, which
Okay.
is my eggplant. So I'm gonna do the eggplant. So you have to just cut it on small,
Yes,
like a round shape.
You finished washed it and all that, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I already washed it. Yes, all the foods are washed here. So let me show you. So like a half inch, you cut them like a half
Okay.
inch. So
If you cut it any thinner, it can get mush and you won't be able to fry it, right?
yeah. So while my rice is cooking,
Do you
I'm
need
doing
this? Do you need some
no,
water in it?
no, I don't need.
Okay.
It's already washed. So now after you cut it, I always do like this, like
Right.
little cut so the spice can get in there. So I'll show you. It's like this, and
My Cindy friend did that with potato on this show.
oh nice.
She filled the seasoning in the potatoes. It was very nice, and I see you doing the same thing with the
Yeah.
eggplant. So anyone you can do that, right? So don't do what I'm doing. Just try and do all this one time, so you don't have lose any steam, right? Correct?
That's right. You just cover it.
It smells good. So this is
So because kichuri, I use like little bit of all kind of spice. With the eggplant, I'm not gonna use too much spice. So that balance your food, not too much spice. Because sometimes if you like too much spice, also sometimes give you heartburn. So
that's true. Some people do have, and you already have a fair amount of spice in your rice here, correct?
yes. So eggplant, only 2 things I'm gonna use. I'll show you.
So for the sake of the interest of TV, I'm going to be moving this pot here. You can carry on. You can carry on. If you're good to go. And
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
I
put
will
this
take my
here.
plate, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm making on the eggplant. What I'm putting it in. I'm gonna just make couple pastes. I don't think so. I need all of it. Is that good enough?
You can season
Yeah.
all.
So I'm gonna put like half spoon salt, but the salt always like
To taste.
to taste. Yeah. And then 2 things I'm gonna use here. That's it.
You're just using salt and one other spice?
No, I'm gonna use the spice.
Okay.
Just I'm gonna put the salt first to
Is it
get
to,
the flavor inside.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is that to get it to weep a little bit? To get the liquid out a little bit?
Yeah. And then only I'm gonna use the
Chili powder.
powder and
Turmeric.
turmeric. So actually I'm gonna do, I said maybe 1 spoon. You can heat
Lower it down
yeah.
a little bit, right?
Okay, so that's fine. Then I'm gonna do 2 spoon, like chili powder. You decide how you want it because
chili.
Yeah, if you want it really hot, you can do 2 spoon. If you want not too hot, you can use 1 spoon. So I will use like 1 spoon. This is a half spoon, so I'm gonna use two of them. So which is 2 is one side, and then I'll do another side.
So in the olden days, brinjal eggplants used to be a little bit bitter. So in
Yes.
order to remove the bitterness, you would put salt.
Yeah.
Salt would remove that bitterness and leave
Yes.
it soaking. But now, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be bitter. It just takes the flavor of whatever you add to it. Do you ever remember bitter brinjal or eggplant?
It was like back then, right?
I never used to eat it because it was bitter, and now I quite enjoy it. In fact, yesterday I cut one from my garden,
Uh-huh.
and I just put a
Because a
little
lot of people these days, they're growing
bit,
on
right.
their garden.
So I just put some onion, green chilies, turmeric, and sauteed it in the pan, and it was really very good. We enjoyed it thoroughly.
Again, if you want, you can put more chili powder, but I am not gonna do it. And for just to get little bit of flavor, I'm gonna just use little bit garam masala, like a half teaspoon, not like chili. Otherwise, it's. So this is gonna give you a little bit of flavor. I'm not sure how. So now I am gonna leave it for a couple seconds, and then I'm gonna put the oil on. Look like everything is went in.
And now, because you had a glove in your hand, you just need to take out your glove, and your hand is good to use.
Yes. This is a half cup, but if you want, you can use more. You can. A lot of people use ghee, but I like to use always like canola oil because ghee.
Any high eating oil.
Yeah,
so
you need to put it on high. Okay, so now I'm frying the eggplant. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so this is done.
So this will take like 5 minutes or so to fry? Or less than that, you think?
Like 2-3 minutes. Let's see. You will feel it when it's cooked.
Yes.
It's gonna be like little softy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's
so,
for sure.
Let me see how my rice looking. Oh yay!
Do you want me to mix it?
Yes. We can just. Yep. It looks really good now.
Yes, that looks very good. I would leave it to just cook for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it
A
should be
little bit
ready.
more. Yeah. Okay.
Bang it in your hand, not on the pot. Spoon.
Can I get that? So I'm gonna try to flip the eggplant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to take out your glove?
Give me that one.
Do you want a fork instead?
Maybe if you have. Yeah.
Yes, we do have fork. There you
Okay.
go.
All right. So let's see how this one going through. I can put a little bit up.
Yeah.
So that it maybe it's cooked a little bit. You don't want to put like any cover or anything when you're frying it.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna flip it the eggplant round. Okay. Maybe we should do like medium.
Yes, I put it on medium now.
Okay. Because first we want to do it on the high heat so the spice goes in quick. Now we have to like cook it on slow. Slow. So now it's gonna come back on the slow. I'm gonna check how the rice is doing.
Go ahead.
Let me get that because I don't want to get hot hit. I don't know if it's too hot or anything, so I leave it there.
Yes, because it'll go off if you don't.
Then let me show you the rice. It's really looking good. Okay, my rice is almost done, so. Okay, I think the rice is almost done.
It looks like your eggplant's almost done too, right?
Yeah, eggplant. I'm gonna flip it one more time. Just this is like you have to flip it till it's done cooking. Yeah, maybe I can heat it up. Can you put it
higher
up?
up?
Yeah, a little bit of up. I don't know about the salt.
Yeah, the salt also brings out more liquid, correct? So when you're done, will you put it in this plate?
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Okay, so then the next dish is your potato and
green beans. Because potato has a lot of like carbs, so it's that's why that's why I always like to add something. You can add anything you want with that, but green beans this is like a French cut green beans. You can get it from any supermarket. It's like you can go to the frozen aisle and they have this this French cut. You don't need to cut or anything. You just wash it. And also I cut a potato. So I will show you how to cut one more potatoes. Then that way. And I'm just flipping this. The eggplant fries are my favorite. It's so tasty. I love this.
So here we're going to try, like, you know, you can use it as an appetizer, you can use it as your main meal.
Yeah.
So this is just a plain rice and dal dish. So you're just adding some vegetables to that to make it a more complete meal.
Yes, and it's give you more flavor because the rice, with the rice you cannot eat something, you know, with, for a vegetarian dish. This give you like little bit of flavor of meat.
Absolutely, extra flavor going on right here. And who doesn't want to be a vegetarian if you have all of this going on?
Right? It's really delicious. So you can try. It's really good.
So if somebody is trying to stay away from oil, you don't want to fry this, and if you have an air fryer or if you have a convection oven, you
also can bake it.
Yes,
you can like with the PEM spray, you put it in and you put it in the oven. It's,
yes, again, if you're not interested in using oil, you can always put a grease-proof paper or one of those silicone pan just to make it non-stick, and then it'll cook, and it will be really yummy because you already have the seasoning there, even without oil. This is for those that are very health conscious and trying to stay away from oil. And you don't need to add salt if you're adding all the other seasoning. For those who are trying to look out for their salt intake, somebody's suffering with very high blood pressure.
Yes.
They don't want to eat
but
all
if
that.
You want like flavor, you want to add some salt because salt is very tasty. But if you don't want to put salt, you just use the spice, and you can also bake it. This is right. On the if you have a air fryer, you don't need to put oil. You can just air fry it. It's really good with this spice I gave you on there. So mine is almost done. It's like you have to cook it on a little bit of slow cook, but I don't know. Let's see. All right, this looks really yummy. Yeah, I'm gonna just show them how to cut it. It's very easy. I already cut some, but I'm gonna show you. It's easy. Lot of fruit processor also cut these potatoes, so it's
like a matchstick.
Yeah, you can use the fruit processor too, but you have to like cut it really, really tiny, so that way it's cooked quick. Because this dish is very easy and quick.
Yes, I can see that. If you already, the biggest thing in the thing is to, and I always buy fresh beans and I cut it like that. And I meant to bring one today, and I did not realize that you bringing frozen.
I always keep it in my fridge because like working with kids and you don't have some time to cook away, but you want some deshi food. So I always have it in my fridge, and it's easy for me sometimes. It's the same like fresh one, but fresh one takes little time.
It takes a long time to cut.
Cut it, you have to clean it, so it's like, so see how the piece is like really, really small. This is how you cut it, and then I left the skin on. If you want to take the skin off, you can, but the skin has more vitamin. Yeah, so that's why I always try to use the potato skin. It's healthy too. So I'm gonna throw that away. So I'm gonna put it in. So I have like 2 potatoes here, which I already washed it, the whole potato. So it's good.
So 3 medium-sized potatoes, basically, right? The size potatoes.
3 of them,
and about a pound of beans.
Yeah, I'm going to use like half of it because of the
size of the pan.
Size of the pan, yeah.
Okay.
So I think my eggplant is done. Yes, I'm going to take it out. It looks really good. So I'm going to put this up. So after you taking it off, it's gonna be cooked by himself a little bit. It's gonna get a little more softer
Right.
too. So see how the design came like that. So
Yes.
it's because of the cut like that. All right. So I'm gonna use the same pot to use the potato fry because that has also flavor. If you
Right.
want, you can wash it too. You don't need to put like a full half cup
Yes.
if you don't want to use it because there is little bit oil from the
Yes.
potato left. So I'm gonna use
The
like
eggplant.
yeah, half of it because from the eggplant I have some leftover oil there. So I'm gonna use like little bit of it. Yeah. So now the when oil is getting up, and then I will use this onion. It was one onion. I used half for kichuri, and I'm not gonna use the whole. I'm gonna use like quarter of it. So you don't need to put too much onion. So all these the two dishes I'm gonna use really small spice because I have a lot of spice on my rice.
Right.
So
And the one thing I wanted to point out is, see, she's using the same pot. She's using the same
flavor.
same seasonings basically. So that's cooking is going fast.
So I'm gonna use putting the onions now. Also, I will use like three like chili pepper. This one. This is really spice. So it depends how you want it because this is also green. So make sure when you're eating you don't by mistake. So
Oh, right,
I'm gonna do it
right.
like different like shape. So I'm gonna just make two so you can see it on the when you're eating. So I use like 3 chili
I
pepper.
normally just do slit straight.
Yeah. So that way that lot of spice gonna come. So that's it. I put the onion and chili pepper. Now just 2 things I'm gonna use, okay? 1 spoon of turmeric, and then if you want to use like chili, actually I'm not going to use any red chili pepper because I use the green.
greens, yes.
So the only thing I'm using salt and turmeric on there.
And salt, yes.
Yes. So salt is on your I'm going to use 1 teaspoon because if you
So
don't want to use salt,
You
it's
actually
fine.
then this
Has-
rice is going to be less salt for people that like salt. But I guess you got all the other flavors that will bring up
on
the taste.
the taste, yes. So now I'm putting all the potatoes because potato takes a little longer
Longer.
to cook. So I'll put the potato first. Should I cook all? It's 3 potatoes.
Again, we have a recipe. The recipe quantity may be
Yeah,
different,
yeah.
but she's cooking for the studio right now.
So I will cook the potato for a little bit like just to get the flavor in and put like little high heat. When you put the onion and chili pepper, you put really low heat
Yes,
so it doesn't
doesn't
burn. Then after that you can just make it up. So now I will put like half of it. This is like a whole packet. I'm not going to use the whole packet because it's 3 potatoes. So I'll just put a little bit like half. This is a green beans, French cut green beans. You can get it any supermarket. Let's see, maybe a little bit more. Okay.
I'm going to say this, I'm going to say I'm going to add it all in.
So this one, do you have a cover for this pot or no?
We can make a cover.
Because this one you need to cook it with the little.
I think we may not fit
Yeah,
perfectly.
that's good.
but
That's good. So that way it makes little boiling.
I think this is ready.
Yeah, I can turn it off. Looks really good. All right, you want to
Okay,
show?
This is the
Yep.
This is the rice, and you can barely see the darling. It's basically cooked in. So that's it.
The rice is done.
Yeah, the rice is definitely done. If my grandson was here, he said, "Papa, it would be nice to put some cilantro in there to give more color." That's
Right.
what he'll tell me. But the flavor will be good too.
Yes.
Cilantro, yes.
And it gives you like very good smell.
Yes.
I use like most of the time cilantro only on fish. So I'm gonna cover a little bit. I'm gonna cover for like another 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Again, you did it all in such a short time. You just started the beans and the
Yeah.
and that's how it is. And you're going to show us that the potatoes are now cooked, so that you know that the
Yeah.
beans is cooked, right? So that's the green beans and beans. Of course, you did the rice first.
Yeah.
The green beans and the very yummy
Eggplant fry.
eggplant fries. So now you're going to get to the
Dessert.
dessert.
So I am making sooji today. That's the easiest dessert. So I have sooji. I have
Soji is semolina or farina.
okay.
And do you use the fine one, the medium-sized one, the rough one?
It's the medium-sized one. Okay.
Medium semolina.
Yeah, and then I need sugar to do this, and then
Almonds
and raisins and butter. It's very easy, and a little bit of salt, just to give you a little bit of flavor
and
That's
some color if you want
and
to.
yeah,
make
and
a
a little bit
pop.
of food color to like just to give you the
Yes.
color. So I'm
So
gonna
the pan is hot. If you
okay.
put your butter
So this is the from one butter I took this part.
What,
it's like
45?
little more than quarter.
in. Little about just under. You can put 2 ounces. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
It's
This is a little less than 2 ounces, but
Yeah.
2 ounces will be good too, because you're using 1 cup of.
sooji.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now she's making it on the fly here, so we have to note the recipe right now. So we'll say we're using 2 ounces of butter. And do you add, do you normally add cinnamon stick to yours?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So I guess we need to bring out the cinnamon stick. And cardamom? Do you use cinnamon and cardamom?
no, only cinnamon. If you want, you can like do powdered cinnamon.
Right.
If you don't want, you don't have to use it. It just gives you the flavor. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. So
Okay.
it's not a big deal.
So today you're doing it without?
Yeah.
Okay. But I know you do have cinnamon sticks.
Yes, I did because I used it on rice, and then I'm making the dessert without it.
Right.
You can add cinnamon stick if you want, or cinnamon
So if
powder.
somebody wants to use ghee, you're more than welcome to use ghee. And again, if you don't want to use oil or butter, this dessert gets its flavor from the butter. But if you're trying to do away with it with dairy, you could use a non-dairy one, vegan alternative.
Yes, of course.
Or you can dry fry it. If you don't want to use oil altogether, you can roast it without anything on the pan.
Right.
You can roast it in the pan, you can roast it in the oven. Correct?
So yeah, so my butter, I don't want to get too dark. Then the sooji's color gonna be like
Yes.
yeah. So you want to as soon the butter heat it up a little bit, you want to put all the
Just
sooji.
want
I had 2 cups of soojis here, right?
2 cups, I thought it was 1 cup.
1 cup. Sorry, 1 cup.
1 cup of soji, 2 ounces of butter,
Yes.
and 1 cup of soji,
Soji.
semolina. And again, medium, not too fine, not too coarse.
Yeah. And then with while you're frying it, I can add a little bit, but let me fry it till it comes little brown, so it doesn't stick with each other, like when you put the water.
So you're basically roasting the
Yeah.
soji, and
Soji.
the way to do it is you get a little bit of a fragrance that makes it. When you find that, in my mind, it's like you take off the raw smell or the raw,
Right.
like, and you can. It's like in a split second you can actually smell that it's cooked, and if you stir fry it on low, then you will get a whiter looking
Right.
product in the end. But if you put it on high, you're
It's gonna get
brown.
like brown, yeah. And sometimes when you like the butter is too hot, and then you're putting the
Yes.
soojis, it's gonna be brown color. So it's always you put it on the lower. When the butter melted, you put the sooji if you want it good. If you want to do brown color, then you put a high heated,
High
and
heat,
then
right.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are little tips, and this is it. The children of today will say, "But how come my soji doesn't taste like yours?" And how? Yes, every hand is different.
Yes.
But the secret to a good soji is always in the frying,
Yes.
and it can be done even without butter.
It
So-
can be. sometimes like I cook, like if you want to cook it really fast, you just put it in the water, the Sooji, for like 5 minutes. Then you just don't need to fry or anything. You just put little sugar and raisin and nuts, and this just give you a little bit of flavor, and you can just cook it. You don't need to fry it.
Oh, so you
and
actually just
you can do that
just
way
put it
too.
in hot water and strain
You
it.
you just put it in the water to get like little bit softer.
Do you strain it after that? Or
No,
you just,
no,
okay.
you use the same water.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna put a little bit of like salt, so it gives you a little bit of flavor.
Again, salt to bring
It's
out the sugar.
optional. It's
optional
like optional. You don't have
Yes,
to
when
do
people
it.
are doing prayer and stuff, they don't use salt.
Yeah.
So it's definitely optional.
And
And yes, anything sweet, you put a little bit of sugar, salt.
So the raisin and almonds, you can just do whatever you want to put it in. You don't have to be too much. So look, I can put like
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Yeah, it depends whatever you want. You want a
And
lot,
it sounds
and
like
then
you
not.
got roasted slivered almonds right there.
Yeah.
So again, 2 cups of roasted slivered almonds.
These are optional. If you want to put it in, you can put it in. If you don't want it, it's fine. But I always want, when I'm eating the Sooji, something comes on my bite. It makes like tastier.
Right, and the other thing is, if you don't have roasted almonds, you can, when the ghee is just fried, you can fry it there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then take it out and then start frying the Sooji.
Yeah, it's just extra work. I always try to do easy way all my cooking. So
Yes, and it's now, you can buy it ready-made, right?
Yes.
The slivered, the roasted slivered almonds and everything else. So everything is now available.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be slivered, it can be sliced, it can be,
Yeah, you can buy
the sliced one is also
yeah.
available.
And the sugar, whatever you decide, like I can like, let's see, maybe this is
That's
quarter
teaspoon.
spoon. So I'm gonna do like 4 is like 1 spoon. So I'm gonna put 8. Okay, so that makes 2 spoons.
So you're only putting 2 teaspoons of sugar for 1 cup
Yeah,
of...
you don't need too much sugar. You don't have to have too
So
much.
it will be more than 2 teaspoons. I would say like a tablespoon because you had heat.
Okay.
So like a tablespoon of... And the thing is the raisins are sweet in there.
Yeah.
Again, different people's tastes are different.
Yeah, if you're like really, because I always try not to have too much sweet. But a lot of people likes very sweet. It depends, like salt and sweet you used your way, like if the way you want it. This
Your
is like,
taste.
yeah, your taste. I always want like not too much sugar on my food because...
It's interesting that you put the sugar with the soji to fry.
Yes.
I guess it'll melt, right,
Yeah.
as it goes?
Because then when you put the water, it's going to be quick, faster, and it's going to spread the sweet on there.
Yes, absolutely. So this takes some time, so don't be alarmed if it takes you too long. It may take like between 5 and 10 minutes
Yeah,
to roast it.
Roasted, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
you can put it in a moderate oven if you want to go quicker. If you don't want to be stirring like this.
Yeah.
But you
You
still
can.
have to watch it in the oven.
Yeah. I can put a little high on my thing. I will add 2 more because now 1 more spoon on it. Okay, so it's 4. Because you might want a little sweet.
I would definitely
Usually
say 2.5.
I use always like less sweet.
Yes, even with me, I always cook less sugar, less salt.
Yeah.
Less butter too.
Less butter too. Yeah.
But you still want the taste. So the
Cooking
semolina
is like kind of art. If you're like doing your mindset on there, it's gonna, no matter what, it's gonna come so tasty.
and put your full love into it. Yes,
Yeah, it's gonna
absolutely.
come tasty.
And your passion. Is it not too hot now?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So now I will put like a little bit of color, so it's give you colors. It's a food color. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want, it's fine. So
where do you get
like,
this particular food color?
this is from like any Indian grocery store. You can find it. Yeah.
What's it called? Egg yellow?
This is the red one actually.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
red. Okay.
But it's gonna give you orange
Orange
color.
color.
So I'm gonna put the water now.
So be careful when you put in the water in. There we go.
I think this is good. I don't think so. I need the full cups. All right. So now we're gonna, while the shuji is going through, we can do the decorating our
Yes, you
food.
can,
Let me
yes.
just take this on the side. But when you're cooking shuji, you have to like, otherwise, you always have to use the
Spoon. You gotta
spoon
stir it
to,
all the time.
yeah,
Yes.
to, otherwise it's gonna get stuck on the bottom. So, like
Absolutely.
if
You don't want
want,
it lumps. You want to remove the lumps too.
and then when you're cooking the shuji, like if you want to put like little more butter, like when you're done cooking, if you want to do little smell good on there on the end, you can put like ghee and then
right.
give you a little bit of how you call gran, like smell
Nice
good.
smell.
Yeah, nice smell. So it's good. It's almost
So you
done.
put it in the end then.
Yeah, you always
Okay.
put it on the end.
Again, depending on the semolina, I mean, quite often you can use 1 cup, you need 2 cups of water.
Yeah.
But depending on the type you buy,
You-
it's like flour. You may sometimes use extra and sometimes you don't. Extra water, I mean.
This is like very easy cooking dessert. Like when you are home, you don't have, like you want to eat something to, sweet, or you have some guest coming and you don't know what to give them quicker. This is the like very easy way to cook it and give it to them.
So will you add some
If you want,
canned pineapple in the end sometimes?
I never used pineapple, but I used milk on their milk, and sometimes you can use the evaporated milk or regular milk to give you more flavor.
Or
but
evaporated
yeah,
milk, yes.
yeah, but
Or some people also will serve with a little bit of fresh cream.
yes,
So that can be done also.
this is almost done.
So the way you know it's done, it'll leave the side of the
Yeah.
pots.
And it's like gonna come like harder. See,
All the water.
then
is
you can
evaporated.
cut it on the and put it on the plate. So
We got a really one good meal right here.
yep.
So you're going to be plating it for me?
Yep, I'm gonna do the decoration. So I took the rice in the bowl and I'm gonna put it in. So this is, and then can I have 1 fork?
Fork. Yes, you may.
So I can put the eggplant on the side. And then I will put some bhaji. The kichuri is done. Can I use this one? And then I'm gonna take this little bit of bhaji. Okay, my rice plate is done. I'm gonna put some, just to decorate, I can put some onion. All right, so this is done. Now I'm gonna do the shuji.
Ah, okay. So you do that and you cut it up.
Yep, so you just put it in. It's still hot, so you can just wait till it's get little cold,
Right.
so you don't burn your hand, but it's good. But if you wait too long, it's gonna get like,
You won't be able to manage
Manage
to make
it,
into
yeah.
any decoration you like. So will you serve this with raita too? Or not really?
no, you don't need to have a raita, but if you want it, you can have it. Because
Right.
it's all the food has flavor.
Yes,
So
yes,
raita kind of give you the flavor of the, like your food is true. So look at how I'm cutting the piece.
Right. Making little diamonds,
A little diamond and then
triangle.
triangle. Should I
On
put
my
it on the
plate.
side or you want?
Yes, you can. You can put it in the side right there.
Yep. And then you put some.
Oh, I could give you another plate altogether. How about that? If I can find one.
I can put it in there.
White or black?
No, this is fine. I'll just put it in there. It'll look nice on the same plate
Okay.
with the dessert, and then you just take 1 plate to them, and it's good.
You got your main course, starter, main course, and dessert all in the
In
one
one plate. Okay, so now Maybe we can. Can I?
You can put it in place, right? Because it's dessert. You don't want to mix it.
Yeah. And one more here.
And the diamond can be in the middle.
Yeah. All right.
My word. This is our delicious meal cooked by
Pervin, and it's our Bangladeshi food. This is all we eat, almost like less spice. I use if you're using white rice, you can put little bit of spice on your food. But because I made vuna kichuri, so I used like a really less spice on the vegetable.
Okay.
And the dessert was very simple. This is like to cook very easy.
Yes.
First, if you have some guest coming over, you can cook it so quick.
So thank you so much for coming all the way to Acton, a very busy lady.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the lovely meal you've served. We have lots of nice colors. It brings
Yes.
lots of good nutrition.
Yes, of course.
And lots of ingredients are optional. A recipe is a guide.
That's right.
We make it as our family like. And this is how your family enjoys it. Flavourful Eats is always available at actontv.org. Any questions, comments, feel free to write to flavorfuleats@gmail.com and we'll definitely answer. Do try them. You will enjoy it. Again, a nutritious meal, comfort meal, all in one.
Yeah, easy cooking.
I'm your host, Hamsha Naidu. Till we meet again, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.